So let's start with some of the questions on the basic probability. In previous lectures, we have studied some of the rules of the basic probability, Bayes theorem, about the type of events and axioms about the probability. So if you are not go through those lectures, so please watch these videos once, then come to this video to solve some of the questions based on those axioms and rules and events. So let's start with the question number one. Suppose you have given two bags, that is B1 and B2. These two bags are given, and in this bag we have found 10 green ball along with 5 blue balls. Similarly, in this bag we have 6 green balls and along with the 4 blue balls. Okay, now the question is, what is the probability that the ball is, we want to pick a ball, and what is the probability that ball is green? It is a very simple question. So two bags are given, so we have to make the because both events are uh, independent events, so we can pick the ball from the any of the bag. So we can define the conditional probability diagram for calculating the total probability. So to find out the total probability, so because see, we have to pick the ball from any of the bag, so the probability is divided into two parts. If to choose a ball from any of the bag, so half is a probability if I choose the ball from B1, and half is a probability if I choose the ball from B2. If I choose the ball from B1, what is the probability that that ball is green? So the number of green balls are 10. So it is 10 by the total number of balls, that is 15. And if I choose to pick from B2, what is the probability that that ball is green? So in B2 bag, the total number of green balls are 6 and the overall total balls are 10. Okay. So if I want to find out the total probability of getting the green ball, which is given by P of G, is equal to uh, P of this of getting into the bag. So 1 by 2 into this 10 by 15 plus 1 by 2 into 6 by 10. Okay, so this would comes to be 5 by 3, and this would comes to be 3 by 10. Okay, so this is how we can find out the total probability. For those who are not who are new to this lecture, the formula for total probability would be given as probability. The total probability is probability of getting into the B1 into probability of finding the green when you are in the B1 bag plus the probability of getting into bag B2 into probability of getting the green if I am into the bag B2. So these are the conditional probability, these are the conditional probability, and this is the probability of getting into the bags, and we combined it with together to find out the total probability of getting the green ball. Now, if the question is change a little bit into a more different way, like if user says that the ball which is found is green from any bag, then what is the probability? What is the probability that you found that green ball from B1? Now you have changed the question. So the process to solve this problem is we have to find out the probability of getting the ball from bag B1 when we already know that it is a green ball? So we have to find out this probability. So the formula for this one is we have to find out the probability of P1 along with green, that, and divided by probability of total probability of green ball. So this is nothing but probability of B1 and G is the multiplication of these two. So it is 1 by 2 into 10 to the power 10 by 15 divided by 5 by 3 plus 3 by 10. Okay, so sorry, so this is how 1 by 2 into 10 by 15 plus 5 by 3 plus 3 by 10. Okay, so this is how you can find out the answer. So now let's move to the next question. So in next question, suppose some candidates have to take the exam, and they either know the answers of the exam or they may guess the answer. There are two things that a candidate can do. Either they know the answer, then it will give the right answer, or it may give a guess of the answer. Okay, now suppose there are five choices of each question. So every question have five choices, and the candidate given correct answer. Okay, so if the candidate given correct answer, then what is the probability that he knows that answer? Okay, so probability of knowing that answer, knowing the answer. What is the probability of knowing the answer? Okay, so this is a similar question as we do previously. So how we attempt this question? As we have two things in our mind, that either candidate have no answer or it may guess the answer. So suppose so it is given in the question that a candidate know the answer by 60% and it may guess the answer by 40%. So it is given that we have 0.6 for the knowing answer and 0.4 part for the guessing the answer. And if he knows the answer, then probability of getting a correct answer is 100%. If it is guessing the answer, because I have 5 choices, then probability of getting the correct answer is 1 by 5. Now we need to find out the probability of getting the of what is the probability of that he knows the answer if the answer is correct, provided that the answer is correct. So it is conditional probability. So how we find out the answer? We just find out the probability of Ka intersection with Ca divided by total probability of Ca. Now we have to find out the total probability of Ca. So as we find out in previous example, the total probability of this into this plus this into this, so it is 0.6 into 1 plus 0.4 into 1 by 5. It means it is something like 0.6 plus 0.08, or we can say that 0.68 is the probability of Ca. Now it is probability of this event is 0.6 divided by 0.68. Okay, so this is the probability of getting the uh, correct answer and having the correct answer and the probability of knowing the answer. Okay, now if someone asks that how many correct answer are provided, how many correct answers. Okay, so the number of correct answers can be given by 100 into the probability of correct answers. Okay, and the probability of correct answer, this is a total probability, and then be 100 into 0.68. It means there are 68 answers that would going to be correct. Okay, so next let's move to the next question. So in this question, we have two events A and B which are given as equally likely and independent. So the two events are A and B are equally likely and independent. Also, we have provided that A union B is probability of A union B is 0.1. Then what is the probability of A? The question is, what is the probability of A? So how to this question, solve this question? Because it is provided that A and B are equally likely and independent, then we know that probability of A union B, sorry, the probability of A union B would be given as probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B, and we provided that these events are equally likely. It means the probability of A is equal to probability of B, and let's assume that that probability is X. Also, it is provided that the both are independent. If the events are independent, then the probability of A union B, A intersection B, would be probability of A into probability of B, which is x into x, that is x square. Now probability of A union B can be given as x plus x minus x square, that is 2x minus x square, and it is provided that probability of A union B is 0.1. Then we can make equation 2x minus x square is equal to 0.1, or we can solve it and find out the value of x. So uh, you can just simple use the formula of x. We have provided two answers, positive, and the positive one should be taken. Okay, so negative one should be rejected. Okay, so whatever the answer of x is there, the answer of probability of A and B. Okay, so I think you can solve this question. So if in the same question one variant can be possible, it is provided that the events are equally likely and independent. If the events are mutually exclusive, if the events are mutually exclusive, then the probability of A intersection B would be 0. Then only the events are mutually exclusive. If the probability of A and intersection B is 0, then the same question would be calculated as, because 0.1 is given and both are equally likely also, then the value of x would be 0.1 by 2 or 0.05. So this is the probability of A, that is 0.05. I hope you understand this question. Now let's move to the next question. So next question is, suppose we have A and B sellers which sell the computers, and the probability of A selling a computer is 0.1, probability of B selling a computer is 0.2, and probability of both selling a computer is 0.05. Then the question is, what is the probability of A when it is provided that one of them sold the computer already? Okay, so one of them sold the computer. Now this is the case of having a event A union B. Okay, one of them is either A or B have sold the computer. So we have to find out the probability of A when the event which is already happened is A union B, and this can be given as probability of A intersection A union B divided by probability of A union B. Okay, so uh, this can be solved as probability of A divided by probability of A union B, or we can say that it is 0.1 divided by 0.1 plus 0.2 minus 0.05. Okay, now it is uh, something like 0.1 divided by 0.35. Okay, so whatever the answer is your probability of A having one of them sold the computer. Now the variation in this question can be, if you want asked to find out the probability when neither A or B sold the computer. Neither A nor B sold the computer. So if you want to find out this probability, then this can be given as this can be written in a formula like P, probability of P whether neither A will sold the computer and B will solve the computer. No one is solving a computer. Then we make a transpose of A, B and take the end of both. So this would be given as probability of A intersection B whole complement, and which is 1 minus probability of A intersection B, and which is nothing but we already can be, sorry, it is, if when we take negation it would be union. So this is 1 minus 0.05 and whatever the answer is the answer. Okay, so this is how we can calculate the probabilities. Now move to the next question. So next question is, suppose we have three guns and these guns hit that any target simultaneously, and the probability of gun 1 hit the target is 0.1, probability of gun 2 hit the target is 0.2, and probability of gun 3 hit the target is 0.3. Then we have to find out the what is exactly what is the probability of exactly 2 hits are registered. So that can be formulated as probability of, because we have to find out the exactly 2 hits, then we can make the combination of G1 and G2 keeping G3 complement, means G3 is not hitting the target, plus probability of G1 and G2 is not hitting the target and G3 is hitting the target, plus probability of G1 is not hitting the target intersection with G2 and G3. Okay, now this can be given as probability of G1 into probability of G2 into 1 minus probability of G3 plus, and similarly we can write for this one, plus similarly we can write for this one. Okay, now probability of G1 is given 0.1 into, this is also given 0.2 into 1 minus 0.3. Similarly we can write here 0.1 into 1 minus 0.2 into 0.3 and plus 1 minus 0.1 into 0.2 into 0.3. Okay, so this is 0.02 into 0.7 plus 0.03 into 0.8 plus 0.06 into 0.9. So this is which we can solve the equation and find out the answer. Now what is the probability of so the variation in the question is, if, because we have in this formula we have to find out the probability of exactly 2 hits. Now if we want to find out the probability of at least one hit, then the problem can be solved as probability of at least one hit is equal to having a probability with no hit. We negate the probability of no hit. At least one hit means one hit and it may accept all the cases other than that. So but it is not accept the case of no hit. So the complete event set minus case of the no hit, so which can be given as 1 minus probability of G1 is not hitting, G2 is also not hitting, and G3 is also not hitting. Okay, and that can be calculated by 1 minus this is 1 minus probability of G1, so 1 minus probability of G1 into 1 minus probability of G2 into 1 minus probability of G3, and we can find out the answer. Now another variant is what is the probability of having at least 2 hits. So at least 2 hit means uh, we have 3 guns, so at least 2 hits means probability of having 2 hits plus probability of having 3 hits plus all the probability. So probability of having probability of G1, intersection probability of G2, intersection probability of G3. Okay, so this is how we can find out the probability of at least 2 hits. Thank you very much for watching this video. In the next video we will cover the probability distribution concepts and some of the examples based on the probability distributions. Thank you very much.